I forgot my notes. It's so crazy. I just don't work with notes. Let me try to recall this. I wanted to tell you guys my carnivore history. Today would have been the last week of being strict carnivore. Around November, December, Christmas time, I went off the rails a lot. I thought to myself, okay, you're going to be ketovore in the end, so get yourself back to carnivore after the Christmas season to sneak yourself into the ketovore, which I have done. And today is a relatively bad day, I have to say. I had the following, which I will blend in for breakfast. I will also blend in the calories and the macros. This is, to me, a ketovore savory breakfast. So what I didn't do today, because today is Saturday, I did not drink my apple cider vinegar. I did not do that. I did this all week. The week was great. I'm on to something with the movement after eating. I have 2 meals a day. That's it, no snacks. And today was a bad day because I think the Greek yogurt with the berries, I even put some macadamias on there in the end. I think this wasn't good for me. First of all, the macadamias tasted stale. I think I can say stale. In Germany, would say muffig. The Greek yogurt is a nice thing to have, but without it being really sweet, I don't really like it that much. I would put it in a salad dressing just to sort of mock mayonnaise. Greek yogurt to me is not really the treat that you're hoping to have, and then it's probably not worth having the dairy product altogether. So I tossed a handful of blueberries, and that did not sweeten the dessert at all. A commenter of my last video asked me how I intend to be strict carnivore if I'm intending to eat vegetables. Of course, that will not match. I intend to be ketovore. It's an invented expression from Dr. Barry's wife. Nisha invented this. You eat a lot of vegetables and a lot of meat and fat and protein, like sort of diet. And I think I'm good with that. Today, I messed up my breakfast with the yogurt and the berries and the macadamias. The first time in ages, I felt tired after eating, so I don't know what that was. Maybe it was the zucchini. I fried the zucchinis with a shallot and some butter, and then I added some, I think 2 mushrooms, salt, pepper, and
vinegar, or not vinegar. I said that while I was cooking. Vinegar. Why would I put vinegar in that? What's it called?
Garlic. I was looking for that word now. So I put in some garlic in that too. It tasted really great. It was a very savory, very filling, tasty, because I was really hungry. That's the type of food that I'm going to want to be eating. A couple of issues. I'm going to go through pros and cons of the carnivore diet and pros and cons of the ketovore diet. Now, the pros of the carnivore diet, in the 7 months that I did that very strictly, every issue I had left besides my weight. I did gain weight, especially on my breasts. The carnivore diet to me was a very good elimination diet. It helped me with issues like allergies, too much stools, like every day 4 times, stomach issues, sleep issues, mood issues, skin issues, hair issues. My liver is almost completely healed. I should actually continue carnivore. I know, guys, I know that's what you're probably thinking, but give me a moment. Just bear with me for a second. There was nothing on the carnivore diet that didn't improve, but I didn't lose weight. I did notice that my body, it turned into a nicer composition, in my opinion. When I look at pictures when I was the same weight without carnivore, I was embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to look at my own pictures. I mean, I was never like really obese, but from the scale and from the BMI, you would call me obese. You would even call me obese now. Okay, I'm just saying, right? So I thought to myself, okay, the Christmas food is bleeping delicious. I'm going to do this. And then I noticed going back to carnivore in the beginning of January was hard. It was probably not even really possible. I went through everything with the disaster pants and all. I went through even the oxalate dumping. I felt all of that again. Either you stick with the carnivore or you don't. And I didn't. But I didn't not because I don't think that the carnivore diet is good. I just didn't because I'd rather be a ketovore, which means I love a couple of vegetables, which would be the oxalate low vegetables, a handful of broccoli, a handful of zucchini, some salads. And this is just, I love the taste of salad. I could eat salad all day. I just love that. And I miss that. I miss that more than anything else. So the positive to me of the keto Ketovore diet. The pros and cons. I like to eat vegetables. That's one of the most important points. I think there's more variation. And that was the diet. I'm going to blend in these beautiful pictures because I really love them of me. That was a diet that helped me stick to my weight, the weight that I was wanting to have, the weight that I'm wanting to have now, which I still don't have. That's the pro of the Ketovore diet, or the ketogenic diet, if you want to say it like that, because that's what I was doing here. It was successful. The only thing that I noticed, because I ate a lot of nuts, was that I always had this allergy type of inflammation. The nuts are just not happening this time. There are a lot of things I canceled out because I noticed it's not happening. It's not going to work. I have a lot of energy this week because I've already started to blend in a little bit of the ketogenic lifestyle, the Ketovore lifestyle, a lot of meat, some vegetables, fat as per usual, no sweets besides if I'd like to have half of a lemon as a soda after my lunch with a teaspoon of stevia or allulose. I'm going to blend that in too because I just can't pronounce it. Yeah, and that will be like a little treat, like a little lemonade. And that was fine. The only thing that happened to me just before I came down here filming, I had my breakfast. It was my Saturday breakfast and it was so delicious. Besides the dessert, remember the dessert I'm never probably going to eat ever in my life again. And I felt totally sleepy afterwards. I'm not used to that anymore. So I have to check. What is it? Is it the mixture? What did I do wrong this time? I had a glucose monitor, a continuous glucose monitor on Monday, and I ripped it off this morning by accident because I would have loved to look at what was going on after the breakfast that I had this morning that made me feel so pooped. I don't know what it is. I'm going to have to keep checking that. So I'm going to get a new glucose monitor. They are very expensive, but I'm going to get that quite soon because I do want to keep watching what's going on with the ketogenic diet, with the transition from the carnivore into the ketogenic diet. Now, this is the news. This is what I'm doing. You guys wanted to know what I'm doing. And I do insist eating, like I said, very low carb vegetables and very low oxalate vegetables.
I don't even know if I'm explaining this right.
And then a lot of meat still. And then I'm going to try to keep my calories in a deficit. To me, it still means that the deficit has to mean that I'm not starving. Because this time I have the health back. I have the energy back. This time I want to lose the weight too. And I want to eat something or eat sustainable. So the ketogenic diet, the keto carnivore diet is going to be the way to go for me. I had a lot of energy with the ketogenic diet. Yes, of course. The week was very energetic. The glucose monitor was cool. I had a very low blood sugar. I was always sometimes I hit 69. I was getting nervous in a window between 70 and I would say 89, sometimes 92 or 94 after I ate my ketogenic food, which is a good thing. And I moved. I did my 10,000 steps a day. Guys, I'm not going to the gym. I'm going to cancel that. I'm transparent, I told you. Getting up in the morning and going to the gym was stressful. I like doing it, but it was also stressful. You're happy when you get out of there and say, yeah, I did it. But what I decided, and this is some video I saw here on YouTube. I don't even know who said that, but it was amazing. Do the type of moving that you like to do. And after going hiking last Saturday, I thought I do like to move. I like steps. I like to walk. I like to move. I like to walk. I like to dance. And so every day after eating at work, I'd walk around the company, go up and down the stairs instead of taking the elevator, of course. Going up was a little bit hard, but this is what I'm training, and just moving. And at the end of the day, after eating my dinner, so I had 2 meals, I ate my dinner and then I moved. I danced through my home. I have a playlist. It goes 30 minutes of the coolest songs that I only love.
And I just dance and dance and dance and dance. You get the point.
And it's fun. It's fun. I took weights and danced around with the weights. They're 2 kilos per hand. And I was dancing and walking through the house and listening to the music and acting really kind of stupid. But it was good because I felt great. And these 30 minutes every evening, I'm addicted to those. That's what I do now. It's fun. Just dancing after dinner. Dancing after dinner, and then just relaxing in the evening. And I noticed the evening is a little bit shorter because of my dancing after dinner recreation. And then the day ends at 9. at 9 o'clock in the evening, it's over. And I can really relax and go to sleep. And I sleep very, very well. I basically fast for 16 to 18 hours. I always try to stretch to 18 because I can do something for 2 hours and just move and do stuff. I never feel like ravenous, hungry, or hangry. That's what I was looking for. I always feel like, oh, I'm starting to get an appetite now. And an hour later I said, oh, maybe it's time for me to drink the apple cider vinegar. I'm going to say shot. It's actually a shot in some glass of sparkling water. I just wanted to be clear here. And just start my day. And then 10 minutes afterwards, I can warm up the food I took to work or start cooking here when I'm doing home office. I'd have a savory meal. I'm not like the breakfast type. I'm like the lunch type. And I listened to the glucose goddess, as I said last time. I did everything she said, and it's been a great week. I just have to be careful with stuff like Greek yogurt and berries and macadamia. Tell me what you guys have been doing. Ask questions. Go ahead, comment below. I will always answer your questions. I will react to each and every one of you. The most important, though, is stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay wealthy, and I will see you in the future. Bye-bye.